am GA GN Degens, Diamond Hands, and everybody in between. And welcome back to the Door Show! I am your humble, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton, Captain Colt Soroka. You see it down there. Give me a follow on Twitter and give the aforementioned Diamond Hand Media Group at the DHM Group a follow on Twitter as well. I cannot thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with your boy. Today's special guest of the day, usually joining us on Tuesdays, now today on Thursday, so you can call it Tokin Thursday with Travis. That's right, baby. And do our own research together. No DYOR coming out of this show, hence the door. Now, my friends, sorry I was a couple of days away. The old flu thought it could beat my ass, but I had to teach it I was going to peel its muffin cap back blue. Now, before I can tell you any more about that or any of the other wonderful things going on in the world of Web3 and beyond, a couple of things I need you to do for me. Item number one, please take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Door Show on. If you're watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell down there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. Or if you're watching on the Bird app, make sure you hit that follow button and that notification bell over there as well. Then slide over to YouTube, but I'll tell you why here in a minute, while you're sliding over to YouTube, but make sure you hit those two aforementioned buttons so you never miss any of the DHM social media content. Or if you are listening to this here podcast on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that follow button or that like button or that subscribe button right here and right now, as the audio of every episode of The Door Show releases after each live show is complete. Next item up on deck, you can be so kind, you can find it in that big old diamond hand heart of yours to do so while you are watching today's show. Hey, maybe hit that other like button, hit that retweet, hit that share, or no, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Hit that retweet, leave me a comment, leave me a rating, jump on over yonder in the live YouTube chat. Why? Two key reasons. Number one, I cannot see the doggone chat on Twitter. So it is how you and I stay in constant contact throughout the duration of every single show. But not only that, it is how we start It is how we start each episode by saying GM, hey, hi, hello to all the members of the Diamond Hand fam located in that YouTube chat. Again, cannot see the Twitter chat. For some reason, Periscope Twitter does not like the streaming service that I use. So please slide on over to YouTube. Last but certainly not least, go ahead, hit that aforementioned share button. That one I mentioned a little while ago. Touched on, said hit, but don't hit. But now really hit it. Send this platform and this show on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned diamond hander. Somebody who could use a little bit of extra knowledge and insights about the Web3 and NFT space from time to time. Can't thank you enough when you do all of those things for me and all the boys at the Diamond Hand Media Group, because it only makes this show and all of our shows bigger and better for each and every one of you. Woo! Hey, the flu tried to whoop my ass. It tried to take me down. It tried to drag me out. But guess what? Being the consummate professional I am, you think I would allow that to happen? Not for a second. I doubled up on the vitamins, not only of the medicinal herbal, and now everybody of these varieties too. So we took a bunch. Hey, we'll be taking some of those later on in the show once Travis joins us. Some nice Derbskis, but also nice vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc, and a bunch of hours of sleep, and you will break through and knock out whatever the hell this flu shit is that's going around this year. I promise you. The reason why it hits people so damn hard is, number one, they don't eat healthy. And number two, they don't take their vitamins and supplements. It is so fucking powerful if you simply just do those things. But you didn't come here to listen to my rants on how to overcome the flu or listen to me say, hey, hi, howdy do. Oh, wait, Maybe you did. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Diamond Ham fam? It is so damn good to be back, man. It is so good to see you guys in here. Let's go. As always, Chris Ahumada, GMG, and my brother. Great to see you. Hope you're having an amazing day yourself. Good, sir. Hope you're not working too hard. Love you. Bye. Appreciate you popping in, my man. Dill Pickle Champion. Good morning to you, you beautiful human. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. GM. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Boss Avis. GM, buddy. Great to see you. Mama Bear, GM. Appreciate you being in the live chat as always. Voodoo, what's up, my guy? GM. It has been a while. I feel like it's been a decade. It came back on Monday. And then got a little sick, but hey, we're back here to close out the week, Thursday and Friday, no problem. And then no off days for the foreseeable future because I got the virus. I got it. I overcome it. Now I'm immune. We're all good to go. We just keep steaming on down the tracks. What's going on, Tervis? I'm high. How are you? Great to see you, GM. Alan, what's up, man? Great to see you in here kicking off a new month. What's it? I mean, 1 second. Great to see you in here kicking off a new month with us. That is what I was trying to say before Cottonmouth got the best of me. Hope you're having the best month and you make this the best month as well, my friend. We appreciate you here at the Diamond Hand Media Group. Moose Monk, what's going on? Appreciate you, brother. It is great to be back in the saddle again, as the legendary Mick Jagger once said of the Rolling Stones. Back in the saddle again. Oh, I'm back in the saddle again. All right, enough of that nonsense. Ace Hole Crypto, what's going on, Ace Hole? Great to see you, GM. That felt weird to say. What's up, Gar? Great to say. Hey, what you think about that? Man, what you know about that, my guy? Hey, we got another desk back here. I can't touch the desk though. We'll get there. The stairs back there goes up to the second level. I'll show you the second level, but I have to kill you because it's secret up there. But I'm telling you what, badass production studio. We moved the production studio to a new location. Who's to say? Who's to know? No, just a new backdrop. Appreciate you noticing, brother. I saw your DM as well. I'll get back to you after this show. Didn't have time to get the old DM fingers working. Ash, what's going on? Good afternoon to you. Great to see you. Appreciate you being in here. As per usual, young lady, we have one hell of a show and some rabbit holes to dive down. Don't you worry. This is going to be your type of show, Ash. I promise you that. Who else is in here? Dr. J. Oh, that was Steven Tyler of Aerosmith. Yikes. Hey, I never claimed to be the sharpest tool in the tool shed, all right? I just claim to know a song or two, and that's why I got you to back me up, Dr. J. Great to see you in here, Uncle James. You son of a gun. Appreciate you as per usual. Yes, I as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, that's right. I just convinced myself that it was right. Glad you're there to back me up. So Back in the Saddle by Aerosmith. Steven Tyler, the man who would hide little baggies of cocaine in that scarf that he used to wrap around his microphone. That's right. The more you know. Speaking of the more you know, you thought that the next holiday you had to celebrate was Christmas. No, sir. No, ma'am. You got holidays to celebrate right here today. December 1st, 2022 is the 335th day of the year. 48th week of the year we are in, and 92% of 2022 is done and dusted. My friends, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holidays to celebrate today. Now, my friends, if I need to tell you about the first holiday and the amazing Miss Rosa Parks and the Montgomery bus boycotts, you are probably stupider than the horse you rode in on. So probably go look that up before you tune into this show any longer if you do not know who that is, or the aforementioned Montgomery bus boycotts. We appreciate you and love you, Rosa Parks. National Pie Day as well. This is not the 3.141592 pie. This is rather we love to eat pie, a nice triangle cut of pie. There's also National Eat a Red Apple Day, not a green, not a yellow, not an orange, but rather please eat a red apple today. Couple of different ones down here. I had no idea what they were. Had to look them up. You might have been today years old when you learned about them as well. Not he, but it's just you might have been thinking they were something totally different. So Day Without Art is a day where art institutions and other organizations organize programs to raise awareness for AIDS. So it's an AIDS awareness day. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Shout out to you if you've been affected. T's and P's if you are currently battling, and please celebrate if you own an art organization and celebrate a day without art. It's not fucking funny. I don't know how to fucking. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't mean to laugh. Sorry, it's a day without art. I apologize. No fucking art. No art. Don't have any art. And then bifocals at the Monitor Liberation Day. It's honestly why I'm kind of chuckling. Bifocals at the Monitor Liberation Day encourages freeing yourself from blurry images. How do you attain freedom, you might ask? From going... rather, freedom comes in the form of an eye exam. So go and get your eyes tested, you old blurry son of a bitch, and start seeing clear again. There you go, your 5 holidays of the day that you get to celebrate on December the 1st, 2022. Oh, why do you tune into this show? Oh, to become a little smarter. Your word of the day. Sandbag. Sandbag. To hit or stun as if with a sandbag, or to criticize or treat unfairly, or to hide one's true abilities or purpose in order to deceive people, gain advantage over them, or other means, etc. Cap, could you please use it in a sentence as to help us understand a little better? Well, sure! I got 2 of them for you today. Number 1, she felt sandbagged by some of the feedback in the writing workshop, but resolved to take what was useful and ignore the rest. 2, he claimed he was playing badly because of an injury, but I do believe he was just sandbagging all of us. Sandbag, or to sandbag, or sandbagged, or sandbagging. Sandbag. Sandbag. There you have it, my friends. Totally forgot to switch that banner there. There was your national holidays and word of the day. So you know now it is officially time to get this proverbial podcast train leaving the station and chugga choo and right down the tracks with the first official segment of the day. Word on the chain. Cheers to all you beautiful humans. Sipping on the black elixir of the gods, if you still are. Shout out to the Sea Bums and Hellfire for making these badass coffee mugs. If you still are, take your sip, as I am about to, and I'll be right back. No Coffee Labs in the cup today, but check them out at Coffee Labs on Twitter. Had to do a little pre-ground stuff. Didn't have time to ground up any coffee today, but still, great cup of joe. All right, kids. Without further ado, y'all been waiting. I've been waiting. Let's get into it. Word on the chain. I am your host, Cap and Colt, and I can't thank you enough for joining me on today's episode of Word on, of The Door Show, in this segment of Word on the Chain. Word on the Chain has it. Item number 1. Whoa. Your current Ethereum and Bitcoin prices brought to you courtesy of CryptoBubbles.com. A lot of green going on the screen. As always, you know I would pop it up full screen, but it would glitch this show out, and we definitely don't want that to happen. So, my friends, I will just delight you in what I do believe are my top 5, my being the key word in that sentence, my top 5 cryptocurrencies to keep an eye on. Number 1 in the one spot until the flippening happens with number 2. We'll talk about number 2 shortly. But number 1, Bitcoin. BTC, current price per of $16,980. Market cap of $326 billion. 24-hour volume of $27 billion. It is up 0.1% on the hour, up 0.5% on the day, and up 2.3% on the week. In the 2 spot, once again, until the flippening occurs and it becomes in the 1 spot, Ethereum. ETH. Current price per of $1,276. A little bit of a run for ETH here today. Current market cap of 156 billion. 24-hour volume of 8.5 billion. Up 0.4% on the hour, a flat 0 on the day, and up a nice 6.4% on the week. I am not telling you to run to the Coinbase app or the crypto.com app or whatever exchange. Please don't keep your money or your currency or your crypto or anything on that exchange. I will tell you why here once again, very shortly. Don't know why I have to keep mentioning something I'm going to mention shortly, but pinning that. We'll get back to it. However, heard Fitty.eth, shout out Fitty, say it last night on a space. Where you get the most hurt is times like this, where you keep buying in and investing more than you should on massive upswings to 1,300, then massive downswings to 11, 1050, 11, then back to 13, then back down. And these dips, stay out. Stop playing with your money. Stay out. There's no point to it. There is 0 point to it. I'm not telling you to run anywhere. I'm just telling you what's going on today. Also, because we love to let it flow. We love Dapper Labs. We love the Jolly Jokers. We love all of the legendary humans that own the moment, including TJ Lasigue, friend of the show. We appreciate you, good sir. Flow is at $1.11 price per USD right now. Market cap 1.1 billion. 24-hour volume at 30 million. Up 0.3% on the hour, down 0.4% on the day, and down 3.1% on the week. What about Polygon? Let's take a gander. Polygon currently 93 cents USD, market cap 8.1 billion. Little bit of a run there for Polygon over the last few days. 24-hour volume of 601 million, up 0.6% on the hour, up 5.5% on the day, and the biggest run so far weekly, up 8.6% for Polygon. Last but certainly not least, let's take a look at Solana. What's Sol doing? Sitting pretty consistent right in that mid-13 mark. Current price per of $13.61 USD. Market cap of 4.9 billion. 24-hour volume of 285 million. It is up 0.4% on the hour, up 0.6% on the day, but down a big old 6.2% on the week. There you go. Your top five, or what I do believe will be top five one day when top five, whenever cryptocurrencies do eventually take over. And I got some interesting stuff to talk about with Travis later on cryptocurrencies and taking over. Put your tinfoil hats on, ladies and gentlemen, or get them prepared for later. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. But what I do think is Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, Flow, and Polygon. Those will probably be the five that separate, actually have use cases, is what I'm trying to say there. We'll have use cases where we'll have value long term. Not that other ones won't. This is just my humble opinion. Hey, what do they say about opinions? Everybody got them, and they fucking stink. So we move on. Word on the chain has it, item number 2. Did you know Apple has blocked the sending of NFTs via the Coinbase wallet on their iOS platform? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The unthinkable has happened. Why might that be? Well, because Coinbase Wallet offers gas-free transactions. And why might that be an issue for Apple? Well, they're not getting their cut. That 30% that we've been finding out about so much. And why might that be a problem? Why would that be a thing? Why aren't they coming after MetaMask? What the hell's going on here? Oh, Coinbase is a custodial wallet. Oh, not your keys, not your crypto, or not your keys, not your NFTs. Oh, so if you use Apple iOS, you use the Coinbase wallet in any capacity to house any NFTs, they are stuck, done. They ain't fucking going nowhere until this all gets resolved. They ain't moving. You think I'm joking? This comes straight from Coinbase's Twitter. I literally found it today. Coinbase says, you might have noticed you can't send NFTs on Coinbase Wallet iOS anymore. This is because Apple blocked our last app release until we disable the feature. They go on to say, Apple's claim is that the gas fees required to send NFTs need to be paid through their in-app purchase system. So they can collect 30% of the gas fee. They go on to say, and this is just smash on Apple. For anyone who understands how NFTs and blockchains work, this is clearly not possible. Apple's proprietary in-app purchase system does not support crypto, so we couldn't comply even if we tried. Holy shit. Who isn't Apple pissing off this week? I mean, who's to say, who's to know? It could be cleared up by Friday. I mean, Elon and Tim Cook are best friends now. They just followed each other on Twitter, and everything seems to be okay. So who's to say, who's to know? This might all be cleared up, but this seems to be quite wild for the time being. And if you have any NFTs that you were really holding some value on the old Coinbase wallet, T's and P's to you. Best of luck trying to get those puppies back. But just leave that on the screen there for a little extra added effect. Coinbase wallet is not happy. Coinbase in general is pissed. But that is not our fish to fry. That is simply just me to tell you, you can dive down the rabbit hole if you want further. Not our problem. Yee, that fucking sucks. But word on the chain has it. Item number 3. Again, I talked about custodial and non-custodial wallets months ago. I'm not talking about them again. Word on the chain has it. Item number 3. Oh, fucking yeah. Fuck your Android, Turbis. I'm going to get back in the live chat here in a minute. I'm going to get back to you guys because I see you in there going wild. But I got some other shit I want to hit on first. Hold on. So, number 3. Remember when I talked about the Limit Break Super Bowl commercial happening? It was like, I don't know, two months ago, a month and a half ago, they released the info. And the CEO, his name is Gabe Layden, recently was in an interview. I'm not sure with who. There was a bunch of articles written on this, and I got some updates. He dished out massive news. Now, the commercial, if you don't remember, let's back up just a little bit. If you don't remember, Limit Break is just a blockchain gaming company. And again, Gabe Layden is the CEO. Now, the big thing here is that they are spending that $6.5 million. I mentioned that a couple months ago if you've been watching the show that long. They're spending $6.5 million on a Super Bowl commercial. The commercial is centered around Digi Daigaku. Digidaigaku. Digi Daigaku. And it is an NFT game, and that is what it's all centered around. Now, here's the big deal. That was all filler shit I already told you. Here's the big deal. This commercial, apparently, if you guys remember, like, you know what a QR code is, but if you remember the Coinbase one last year with the QR code and it was bouncing all over the screen, everybody had to get to it. Check this out. This commercial will include a QR code that allows players, anyone that sees the QR code and takes a picture of it will have access to a free mint. You get a special link, you get a special deal, you connect, you get your free mint. That being said, over 50 million people are predicted to view this commercial, and the collection size is 2,022 pieces. Can you imagine getting your hands on one of those? I mean, I'm damn sure going to try, but can you imagine getting your hands on one of those? That's insane. And, you know, one of the biggest questions we've always asked guests, I've always pondered here during this segment, what is rarity going to look like? I mean, 10,000 piece collections are going to seem like nothing because the space is so small, we had to revert back to smaller collections. I believe when this space goes mainstream, if it does, well, NFTs and all that shit, like Web3, it'll eventually become the next iteration of the internet. I don't know. I got some shit I want to talk with Travis about, and I got a clip I'm going to put out later on Twitter. I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole last night on all this shit, but I think it's really fucking cool that despite all of that, all of that being said, this commercial's coming out and it's going to have this limited edition rarity to it. Like, what the hell is that even going to mean? I'm really interested to see what all the capabilities also you're going to have if you hold one of these NFTs, what early adoption, what part of the game you're going to have, because they're obviously going to want to make this mainstream, but also 2022, those OG holders, I think it's limit 3 to wallet, something like that. So are they going to have initial voting rights? Are they going to have decisions? I don't know. But it's going to be pretty badass. So if Super Bowl comes around, you better have your phone out ready to rock and roll. And I would not be surprised, mark my words, motherfuckers. And hey, I'm a super soldier. I walk into a fucking room and know how many outlets are in the some bitch, and I ain't even got to count. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, it's what I do. I'm almost psychic or some shit. It's like I got ESPN going on, a fucking super telepathy, whatever the hell that shit is. Mark my words, there's going to be more than just Limit Break and Gabe Layden using QR codes as massive parts of their commercials this year in the Super Bowl. You saw how crazy people went for the Coinbase fucking ding, 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 ding. Like, people were taking blue pills running to their fucking screens to take a QR code as fast as they fucking can. I mean, for crying out loud, I promise you, mark my words, December the 1st, 2022, 12:25 p.m. Central Time, you're going to see a lot of Super Bowl commercials utilizing the QR code. But word on the chain has it, item number 4. Speaking of game, you'll see where I'm getting with this. Porsche is cementing themselves into Web3. I say, Cap, what?
The Porsche, the car, the Porsche.
It's a Porsche, for crying out loud.
The Porsche.
It is not, you nasally Westerners. It's a Porsche. And they have released some pretty big information. They released it yesterday at Art Basel, which, damn it if I was there. Shout out Swirl One. Hope you're having an electric time there, my friend. Porsche released some information yesterday at Art Basel via an exhibit and some other stuff. Now, they did an exhibit by Chris LeBroy, which is a sculpture of a giant race car driver playing with a toy 911. And like your brain automatically starts to spin. Okay, like that's like giving the kid vibe, like a game feel, like gamification, like the grown adult race car driver playing with what was once his toy and once his dream. I don't know. That's just where my mind goes, right? So they announced, in addition to this sculpture, which you'll understand why my mind went here, that they're releasing a 7,500 piece collection of Porsche 911 NFTs. Now, the price is not yet stated. I looked high and low, and I couldn't find a price unless they just released it in Miami. They said, if anybody says what the fucking price is, we're going to cut your head off here in Miami, which I wouldn't be surprised they do some crazy shit down there. You end up in 100 pieces in a body bag. Or in a garbage sack on the side of the highway. You talk to the wrong person down there. But the artist behind these is Patrick Vogel and his studio Alt Shift, if you haven't heard of them. However, this 7,500 piece collection, that the price again is not yet stated, is going to be minting in January. So you got all of this month to figure this whole deal out if you're going to get involved. Minters can select a core theme, as they're calling it, for their car based off performance, heritage, or lifestyle packages. Don't really know what it all means. It's there's some pictures that have been released, but unless you were in Art Basel, I feel like you just don't know that much about it. It's very interesting, though, because these virtual assets, these cars, you literally get a Porsche 911 NFT. These virtual assets are designed in partnership with Epic Games and Unreal Engine 5. Who do I keep talking about on this show that literally cements themselves by the day, nay, by the minute in Web3 and gaming? Epic Games. For crying out loud, Porsche is trying to get involved in some type of gamification of their... Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Because you don't see Porsche commercials. Porsche is for a specific type of human, right? You don't see the lazy-ass usual humans sitting around just watching Porsche commercials. They just don't have that type of stuff, right? So kind of thinking here, is this going to be a way for Joe Schmo to get involved with Porsche and have some type of connection and maybe eventually be able to earn a car and a giveaway? Who knows? This is crazy. But there is a gaming aspect of this, and Porsche did say digital art is just one aspect of Porsche's Web3 strategy. We are working to integrate the potential of blockchain technology into existing and future processes and solutions. Wow. Wowza kapowza. That is massive. Cannot wait to see what the hell continues to roll out from Porsche. Last but certainly not least, my friends, word on the chain has it. Item number 5. There is one new NFT and metaverse trademark application filed over the last few days. And that was for, speaking of cars, wait. Do I have a drum roll? No, I ain't got fucking drum roll, do I? Do I got a drum roll? I got it right here. BMW, that's right. BMW has filed NFT and metaverse trademark applications for NFT authenticated media and files, virtual vehicles, clothing, and footwear, retail stores for the sale of virtual vehicles, clothing, and footwear, and virtual environments. Can you say how you darn? BMW diving deep into Web3, the metaverse, and all things blockchain tech. That does it, my friends. For Word on the Chain, as our guest of the day, the legendary Lord Scale Provider himself has joined us in the green room. We will kick off the next segment, as always, with a nice Derbaroonie or a nice toke of whatever vitamins you may be enjoying. So here is your warning to get those prepared. Roll one, pack one, get out a nice puck if you have any. Oh, look at the goldenness coming out of that thing for crying out. Hold on, let me just. Whoo! I wish it was a little more clear. We need a little more clear on that. But goodness gracious, all right, I got some good shit right now. However, get yours ready because, my friends, that does it for Word on the Chain. It's time to get into Doorkeepers. All right, kids. I am particularly excited about this show. I don't know what's in the air. I'm excited. I'm juiced. And I got some topics. I got some shit to talk about. I got some random stuff. If you didn't tune into the midday munchies yesterday, let me preface this by telling you we went down some damn rabbit holes. I'm talking about we took out our 3-layer tinfoil hat and stuffed it on our heads. Now, the problem being is that the host of the show, I feel like, didn't even get to comment on some of these things. It felt as though he was just, trying to direct the crowd, and the crowd was just fucking going. So I feel like I need some of his opinions on some of these things, number one. And number two, there was a massive bombshell. There was a podcast done a couple days ago by whom I'll tell you about and some stuff here once we get into it. But I cannot wait to dive into some rabbit holes with the legendary Travioli. But my friends, before we do, get on your feet and put your hands together for a man that I consider one of my best friends in the NFT, Web3, and crypto space. A man who is the founder of the Chad and Brad Family NFT Collection. He is the owner of the Foundation Delivery Dispensary, proudly boasting $0 minimums and $0 delivery fees. That makes him a legal Lord Scale Provider if you wasn't following. He is Chad's dad, a massive heart human, nay, a big brain human, but he just acts like he doesn't have one sometimes. Don't know why. Kind of funny. Slight jab to bring him on for his latest appearance on the show. My man, the myth, the legend, Travis Pastor.
Good morning. Oh, man. I should have shaved the neck beard, bro.
Look at you.
Should have done it.
Look
What's
at
up?
Dude, we look a lot alike with beards, bro.
It's insane how quick this fucking thing grows, bro. It's
mine hasn't. I just been fucking keeping her trimmed, but I haven't shaved since November the 1st, or it was a couple days before November.
See, I'm getting a neck beard now, bro. They can call it like people call me neck beard now.
See, I get that, but I can't, bro. I get it like down to here, and it's just, I get it. I just
What's up, dude? How you feeling?
Much fucking better. Much fucking better. I don't know what the deal was. I got off the show on Monday. I about passed the fuck out. I just felt so weird, so funny. And I sat down. I'm like, man, I'm just feeling fucking weird. And I sat. And then I had finally got around to doing my afternoon shit. Got to my afternoon shit. And I just kept feeling like shit. I got done with my side gig. Boy, I didn't even close none of the tabs I had open. I walked right over my fucking bed and just out for like 3 hours. Well, that's probably not normal. I should probably take my temperature, figure out what the fuck's going on. Sure enough, 100, 101. And I was like, probably got something here. But no, I said at the beginning of the show, I beat the flu, peeled its muffin cap back blue. That's what I did.
No,
how about you?
When you hit me up, man, I gotta say you sounded like death, bro. I'd never heard you talk so slow and so low, man.
When it gets me, bro. When it gets me, it fucking gets me, man. I fired up the torch. If you couldn't tell, I got some Earl. So I'll get that rocking and rolling over here. I got your. I see you got still the Special K bong, Truth's bong that one day he might receive. Who's to say? Who's to know? Probably more leaning on the no side of that sentence. That being the key word in that sentence.
Well, so he sent it to me because he didn't want to have it sent to Florida. So until he leaves Florida, this is its home. This is the home.
Yeah.
I thought that was still. Yeah, I was like, that was pretty good, bro.
I did one, and then I did the soundboard.
It sounded the same. It sounded exactly the same.
Chickens, bro. I'm fucking good, bro. All right, hey, all you sons of bitches. I told you at the beginning, roll one, pack one, get ready, get one on your derber. This is usually Tuesday, but we kick off a Tokin Thursday. Cheers. Heyo. Maybe a little bit bigger than anticipated. Shit. Holy fuck.
See, I didn't want to cough, so I went soft.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh no, these are fucking good. Man, these are good. These are good. These are not from Michigan at all. Not from another state at all. They're called Odd Job, and boy, wow, they are good. A little bit of live batter is what they consider. Okay. So very quality. I go through live batter really fast. I don't know about you, but live batter and crumble, I can take, like, I could fill up this whole doggone into this thing, like a whole fucking just ridiculous, like the size of a damn dime, for crying out loud, with crumble. But like everything else, I feel like takes me a lot longer.
So that's why I do. My wife literally gives me shit because we'll dab together, and she's the same way. Like we just got a little bit more.
Oh, that's crumbly.
Yeah, it's like a little sugar. It's a little sugar.
Ouch.
No, so yeah, it's like a solid.
Ooh.
Can't really see it. There we go. Come on.
Ooh, that looks tasty.
So yeah, she'll put like some shit like this. She'll just take a fucking boulder and put it on the end of it and do a dab, and I'm like, Jesus, like. But see, she's also okay. I'm gonna put my wife on blast for a minute because I know she's not watching right now.
I love you, Sherelle.
It's not
from me.
But I'm gonna say that if there's anybody that leaves a puddle in the banger after the dab, it's gonna be my wife.
It's all about the tips, bro. It's all about the tips.
See, I feel like she'll do like giant dabs, but then like only
or just not finish. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That happens sometimes if you get ninja dabbed, but I mean, been a long time since I have been ninja'd or done the ninja-ing. And for those of you that don't know, well, the best way to do it was when they used to have the titanium nails. You remember the fucking titanium nails that had like the circles that post that came out of the fucking center of them?
Yeah.
Like put your dab on the side. We used to they had like the carb caps with the long ass dabbers and would like drop on the top of it so you wouldn't burn your fucking hands off. We used to take like a fucking 0.25 or 0.3 and stick it up underneath one of those carb caps. We'd give a buddy a dab and drop that fucker on the nail.
See, I think I have one.
Oh man, watch out, kid. We would do that shit. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely hilarious. Watch, he's got one. Okay. I know he's got one. Oh yes, dude. Yes, dude. And we would get like some shatter and just cake it up underneath that thing. And when you when you put it on the nail, it would just they would just keep capping it like, bro, why the fuck? Why isn't it stopping?
Oh yeah, dude. The ninja dab. That was like my buddy. So one of the other partners, Jimmy. We used to dab all the time back in the day, and that was his shit, man. his goal was to ninja dab like everybody. And yeah, especially with an e-nail, bro. We were rocking like the e-nail with the titanium nail, and it would just milk forever. You could literally be sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes trying to milk that thing.
Dude, those titanium e-nails were vicious. Holy cow, they were vicious. Wow. Those things used to be crazy. I had a buddy that had one of those. Sorry, I was just sending out the tweet so everybody can slide on over to YouTube and hop in the live chat because the live chat's been popping today. But we used to do that shit all the time, all the damn time. And that's funny as fuck that that were that much of stoners. We did the same thing. Let me ask you this before we dive into anything else. Did you used to do gravity bongs at all? G-bong?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, let me pose you this question then. Largest scale gravity bong you ever did?
All right, so this was always my go-to. It was always the same gravity bong, and it was usually when like one of us had dental work done. Like I remember, I think I had like my wisdom teeth removed, and my wife was like, "You can't smoke. Like we can't do bong rips. You can't smoke joints. You can't smoke. Period." And I was like, "No, we're gonna figure out a way." And so we ended up making a gravity bong, and the go-to is the glacier water containers with the little plastic strap on the side, little white strap handle, whatever. Cut the top of that shit off, fill that with water. Then you just get like your 2 liter bottle of Coke, a 9 millimeter socket. So you got to get with that's got like the nice curvature. So then you can just basically grab some pliers, heat the shit out of that little bottom part of that, and then you just push it through the plastic, and it creates a real nice little seal. So that way you get the perfect little bowl piece up top, and then the bottom where the little square is makes the perfect little bowl piece to just pack, and it's got the little hole there. It's just fucking perfect.
You
And that was always
speaking my language. All right, so three ways I used to do it, depending on what scale and like if we were having a party or what. If we were having a party, we would we would bleach it down first, like so it was fucking sanitary, but we'd fill up a bathtub. And we had a fucking old, it wasn't one of the 5 gallon, it was like, it was in between. It was like super big, like one of the 5 gallon blue ones, but it was like kind of in between. It was a little smaller, but it did the fucking job. And we cut the fucking just a fucking hole in the bottom. We cut the bottom out of another one, but we cut a hole in the side of this fucking thing, and we would just fucking fill it up, and the water would just shoot out the side, and we would just milk that fucker up. I think we did like a 15 millimeter, 15 or 17. I can't remember what worked on that one, but then the 9 millimeter, we found out it worked. If we had like a smaller get together, we would use the sink, bro. We'd fill up one of the sides of the sink, cut out the bottom. It was like an ice mountain, those old school fucking ice mountains that had like kind of an indent in the top, and you could cut off the bottom so easy. And we literally put a 9 millimeter in that thing and just pull it up, and it'd be so fucking. We would blow people away with that thing. It'd be like, those things were the best,
dude. Yeah, I tried the sink once, but it was the sink was too shallow. So I couldn't like you'd be fucking like having to do that over and over. That was just fucking. Someone's gonna clip that now. That's fuck. But anyway, so
the third one. Oh, hold on. The third one I did too. I just took like a big ass cup and then cut the bottom off of or just put a lighter to put a hole in the side of like a smart water, like a big ass smart water, and then just pull that bitch up in the cup, fill the cup up, and then go for broke. That's what I usually did. But
dude, yeah, the smart waters were good. They were sturdy.
Hell yeah, they last forever. You can fucking dump that bitch. You had like a permanent piece. You just keep that in the corner. I mean, was I crazy? I don't know.
I saw Voodoo put the 5 gallon jug in the tub. So Voodoo clearly has some experience. I always wanted to try that though in a pool, bro. Like, except instead of blowing it out, you lift it up in the pool and then fill it with smoke and then swim under and then just pop your head up and just I've always wanted to try that, and I've never gotten a chance, but I think that'd be fun.
That would be fucking electric if it was possible. Damn. Now I want to really try that, but it's too cold in Illinois, so I can't. I don't really know where.
They won't let me do that shit at the fucking pool here, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
I
have
mean,
a pool in the backyard.
yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you could always install. Maybe that's the next move. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Shit.
No.
My wife already wants a pool. Don't even.
All right. Well,
We got a blank slate too, man.
I
with
went
the
to a
house when
fucking.
we-
I went to fucking high school with this kid. He used to introduce himself and be like, "Hi, my name's." I'll call him John for the sake. Hi, my name's John. I have a pool in my backyard.
It's a weird flex. It's a weird.
Hi, my name's
flex.
John. I have a pool in my backyard.
Out here it's Cali, bro. That's common. Like you're looked at weird if you don't have a pool in your
No.
backyard. Like you're the
No.
asshole without the pool. That's what's fucked
You know
up.
what blew my mind? I was in when we were in South Carolina, I was flying in, bro, and there was like all the marsh and shit. They had these docks that were like, they seemed like they were like 3 miles long. I mean, forever and a day long. And then they just like shit out with two nice ass boats right in the middle of the ocean. It was crazy. I'd never seen that in my life before.
See, the only reason, dude, I don't want a pool is because I couldn't have, like, that's what I would want. I would want that infinity pool where you could sit in it, like the edge never drops off, and then you just have this ridiculous view of like the valley or something crazy because you're in the mountains. But no, dude, I'm like, you've seen my backyard just on like FaceTime every now and then, like could probably just realize how close the houses are to each other.
Yeah.
And so like we've got an alleyway in the back house that connects the backyards to the people behind us. And they got a 2-story, they can see down, and like our neighbors right next to us, they have a 2-story, they can see right out through their window. So it's just like having
My
a pool,
milkshake
like,
brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Hey, you motherfucker be charging fucking fucking cover fees on these motherfuckers. Hey, y'all gonna be peeping. Close your blinds or pay $50, some bitch. It's called OnlyFans.
It's gonna be 3 a.m. and I'm gonna be going through TikTok. And I'm gonna see a video of myself from my neighbor's point of view of me like dancing in my backyard in the pool and shit. Like it's not gonna be a good look.
Welcome to the Door Show, everybody. Presented to you by the Diamond Hand Media Group. This is what happens on Tokin days. This is Tokin Thursday. Usually happens on Tuesday. We'll probably have Tokin Tuesday next. Not probably. We'll definitely have Tokin Tuesday as well next week. Just because why not? Double Travis within the shorter span of a 7-day period. I mean, shit, we got to get into it. Before we dive in anything, do you want to take your next hit there, fella?
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna try to clear this up so I could do a dab with you later too, because now I want to do a dab. But
you should have done a dab with me now, you fucking stoner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow at the DHM group down there underneath the old Travioli. Follow at Chad_Labs and at Chad and Brad NFT and at Cap and Colt over here if you got some time and if you wouldn't mind. But I got a couple interesting things I want to talk about. We can get to Chad and Brad stuff Tuesday or maybe at the end of the show, or I don't know. We'll dive into some shit. But we got into some shit yesterday on Midday Munchies. And for those of you that don't know, Midday Munchies is a excellent, wonderful, nay, amazing midday show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours. Depends on how much Travis smokes and depends on how crazy the conversation is. Yesterday, 4 hours. Now, we'll touch on a couple of those other fucking things we talked about for sure as this rolls on. But I wanted to pose something. And I'm going to post a clip of this later. But I wanted to pose a question. And we talked a little bit about Andrew Tate. And oh my gosh, I might get fucking canceled off of YouTube just for fucking saying that. Watch out. Here comes the fucking strike just for saying his name. But his brother, Tristan, he put out a video, or well, it wasn't a video, it was a podcast. I don't even remember what the whole thing was called, but he basically smoked a whole Cuban cigar. It was like a cigar corner Q&A. And he basically smoked a whole Cuban, and by the time he got finished with the Cuban, he'd stop answering questions. But it was just people asking live questions, people curating and whatever. And he got down the SBF rabbit hole and NFTs and crypto and all this shit. And I'll post I'll post a clip after the show here in a little while from my personal page that just is fucking mind-boggling. But he said something along the lines, and I'm paraphrasing. NFTs and crypto could have come back if SBF didn't fuck everything up. And I repeat, could have come back if SBF didn't fuck everything up. So number one, think about this. Are crypto and NFTs forever in this spot? Now wait, crypto and NFTs forever in this spot. Web3 eventually becoming blockchain technology, eventually becoming just the next iteration of the internet. But crypto and NFTs, why do I say this? Because what if, and this is a big part of what I'll post later, what if you are the architect of the Matrix and you saw crypto and NFTs breaking people free and not paying taxes and you not getting your cut and the power going back to the people? Wouldn't it just be awful interesting to, like, I don't know, plant somebody to just fucking shut that all down and force all this just to, you know, never come back? I don't know. Maybe that's the conspiracy theory of all fucking conspiracy theories. But you tell me why this cocksucker that can barely get out of bed and brush his own fucking hair every morning and somehow controls over $200 billion of investor funds is not sitting in jail right now. You tell me how all that works. I don't know. I just thought I'd pose that question and wondered if you had any opinions on that.
Damn, you had to bring up the Tates, so okay, I've never publicly said this. I've said it to a few like family and friends and stuff like that, but I kind of looked into the Tates and everything they were doing and how quickly they blew up and where they came from, and you see that they've been around. Like, not only I get 100% Andrew Tate, 4-time boxing champion, like savage dude. Obviously was killing it in that side, right? But that was a long time ago. He got into a lot of Hollywood shit, right? Like they were doing like those, I don't know what the fuck, it wasn't Pleasure Island or some stupid shit like that, but they were
I can't remember what the fuck that shit was.
But they were both like, whether it was Big Brother or
Big Brother,
they were both
for sure.
Very Hollywood, right? They were into these reality shows, which were just built on bullshit. And like, I understand that maybe they could have made some money from that. But you know, look at Jersey Shore and all those guys and how much money they've made. Like, they really didn't make that much off of just their reality show appearances. A lot of it was like other shit, whether it was DJing, he blew up his DJ career and all that shit. Snooki, I don't know what the fuck she does now, but I'm sure she might have a little money left. But those guys, like, with how quickly they blew up and the amount of money that they were able to make and get, and the people that they were like involved with, you know, I think that Tristan blew up because he dated this famous weather girl or something in Romania, and that's why he got really popular in Romania, he said.
Yeah, because and she was having an affair and he was posting it all over his Instagram.
He was cheating on her husband with him. And so that got like that type of press. And depending on who her husband was, I'm sure he wasn't. Like, if she was this super famous weather girl, I'm sure.
Well, when they got money, like when they got fucking money and started doing their thing, like they started investing and reinvesting and getting into casinos and all this random fucking shit. So I mean to fucking cut you off, but
that's not something you just do, though.
Yeah, true.
Like think about, like, imagine if you and I, even if we came into some money, imagine you or I, like, even if we made a few $100 million, right? And we both decided, all right, let's go to Las Vegas. Let's open up a casino. There's no fucking way, bro.
Oh, like, no, he didn't open up a casino. He got cut in. He got cut in. He didn't.
That's still something,
you know. A couple different cut-ins.
That still depends on who you know. And then
hell yeah, it depends on who you fucking know. I'm sure he's not a fucking dumbass. I'm sure he's fucking getting involved in the right fucking circles. I mean, bro, I'm telling you, he ain't some fucking Matrix loving motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
No, he's a dude that's been put out there to you know, look at him, bro.
So he's a conspiracy in and of himself, you're saying?
He is just because look at how he blew up, right? Like, I think he got involved with all these streamers and he just went on their streams and started like putting himself in and basically using their audience and taking their audience. And I think it was like Fortnite streamers, shit like that. And so he would just go
Now
around.
everybody begs to fucking have him on.
He was just stream hopping. They'd bring him on streams, have him on streams, and he was just stream hopping. And he took that audience and he sold them that lifestyle, the Bugattis, the yachts, he's like what's that dude's name from Vegas that did the weed brand and spent all of his money, the Ignite guy, Dan Bilzerian.
Oh, he ain't nothing like fucking Dan Bilzerian. I mean, I guess kind of, but not nothing like fucking Dan Bilzerian.
The lifestyle.
I see, and I don't even think so. People just see that so like not even really. Like he's not even close to that fucking lifestyle, really, of like a million fucking chicks laying around and all that shit. I don't know. People I think that
every video I see, bro, I mean, they've got
to an extent.
Every video I see,
yeah. No, I mean, I guess not as crazy as fucking Dan, but
no, because they're not misogynistic like Dan is. Dan does it because he likes to control all those people. Dan is more that mentality of like the fuck you, fuck everyone. No, I'm just rich.
Yeah,
whereas they're more respectful to people. They're more like, down to earth. So, they're more like you and I in a sense.
Right. Exactly. But we can go down and debate this whole fucking Tristan and Andrew and all this fucking whatever the fuck.
But what was the question, Crypto?
Yeah, motherfucker. The whole point is fucking you just focus on them motherfuckers. See, people can't get over them motherfuckers. Oh, how did they blow up? Bro, they had a fucking YouTube channel with damn near 0 fucking subscribers and they were just going and fucking buying shit. Like they had businesses, they had fucking money, they've been fucking doing shit, bro. I'd love to have fucking Andrew on the show in a fucking million years. Yeah, right. But Tristan, not even fucking Andrew. You just fucking going on. Golly, man. Fucking Tristan had a fucking pod the other day and he literally talked about how fucking SBF could have potentially been fucking planted. He was just like fucking, yo, crypto and NFTs could have came back. And I was even predicting, we were talking about it months ago. Like, hey, end of October and November, holiday season. Hell yeah, let's rock and roll. And now it's just kind of still pretty much the same. And is it going to come back in January and February? I mean, who's to say, who's to know, right? Like,
so I think it's you got to look at kind of like the like Ethereum and God, what is I should stop smoking weed during these because I can never remember people's names. There's just a flood of names. The nerdy guy that created Ethereum.
Oh, Vitalik.
Vitalik, thank you. Yes, you look at Vitalik. His involvement in crypto and everything he was doing with crypto. He got to meet a lot of people. He was meeting with central banks. He was meeting with world leaders. He was meeting with.
Yeah, he got to put his face in Angela White's ass.
Oh, he was living that life, bro. He was living that life. But so I'm sure but he was also in the spotlight, right? Because he was that figure, the creator of Ethereum. Everybody knew who he was, but I don't think really many people knew who this guy was until all of this shit happened. Like FTX, not many people that, at least within my circle, knew about it, but nobody used it, So it's like, I think he still had that same opportunity where he got to meet, at least within the United States, like presidents, senators, congressmen. He got into all those parties because of who he was and what he created and his involvement in crypto.
But bro, if it was all a sham, like, then how did he get all his fucking? How did somebody not fucking wave a red flag at some point in time? Like,
paying them all off. He was probably paying them all off far before now, man. Right now, everyone, the spotlight, all those payments that went out to all the politicians, both sides, Democrat, Republican, everybody got paid. He hushed everybody. And when you have that amount of money, think $30 billion, right? What's it going to take to hush one person? $1 million? $2 million? That's a drop in the dime when you're talking like billions
for $1 million.
Billions. So yeah, he paid everybody off, man, and that's why he was able to go to the Bahamas. He opened it up to the Bahamas first.
But it's not real money. It was everybody else's fucking money. So I like.
Well, that's why he's limiting liquidity, because I'm sure he had money left over. I'm sure he didn't just go and blow all of it. Like that's a lot of money to just spend in that amount of time frame, especially
Right.
when you've got a lot of people looking at you.
Right.
Especially if a lot of it's still in crypto itself and not fiat.
Because
So
there's got to
that's
be a
like one of the
reason.
biggest things was it's been sitting. He's probably been trying to buy time, figure out who his allies are, and then take care of his allies. The Bahamas, the United States. He's opened up the liquidity there. He's opened up the liquidity here so people can cash out. That way people in those countries aren't pissed off at him. And he can now bounce between the two and pretty much be safe. They're not going to extradite. They're not going to do what, like, they're not going to send them off to and let nobody is going to let somebody come into the United States without authorization and arrest an international,
So you're telling me that goofy fuck that can barely shave his face and can not brush his hair worth a damn is not part of the Matrix? He's just a genius, and he had all this cooked up.
I don't think he had it all cooked up. I think, something probably happened. I think the crash in the market and everybody, I don't think they were planning for that. I don't think anybody was really planning for Ethereum to go from close to $5,000 to $800 in the time frame that it did. So that's got to affect you, especially if you're leveraging a lot of that shit. Because I'm sure even though regardless of how big they were, there was probably somebody out there bigger that they were working with to leverage what they had to be able to get more money, whether it was all the investments that they were talking about, whether it was all the loans and shit like that they were talking about. So eventually that's going to affect you. They're going to come looking for their cash because it's like, hey, Ethereum's down to $800. At $4,000, if you've got billions in Ethereum and it's now cut by 90%, you're fucked. Like that's rough. That's real rough.
Yeah, that's no shit. That's no shit at all. I don't know, man. It's very interesting that still nothing seems to have happened, and I was just giving people his money back because he had some on the side, and
because
I don't know.
What was?
Because I don't know anybody that's got fucking funds on FTX either. Like I don't know anybody that's like, oh shit, my funds, fuck. Like even throughout the whole thing, I don't know a single person, not a single one. So are we sure this is not fucking cooked up by the Matrix? Is what I'm trying to say. Is this not all a sham? His brother playing the fucking right hand as I'm about to get a fucking strike on YouTube for fucking trying to give people the damn red pill. And you're like, nah.
Well, so maybe, because that's only 2 countries though. So you gotta.
It happened.
You gotta look at how many countries FTX was available in. We gotta see how many countries were actually affected by this lockdown. And I think what we don't realize is China is huge in crypto, really big in crypto. And there's a shitload of money in China. And so if you lock that down, that could affect a lot of people. And that could be enough to say, okay, we can get away with everything that we did. Like imagine if the 30 billion that they had in there, 2 billion of it came from China, and they just say, okay, fuck it. Nobody in China is going to be able to withdraw funds. We're going to make sure that's continued to be locked down. Let's go ahead and go to the Bahamas. We'll allow them to pull out. Maybe there's a few $100 million in the Bahamas, and then in the U.S. there's like $1.5 billion. So cool. We cover it with the 2 billion that we got over here, but we still get to keep fucking 20-something billion dollars with no effect.
Okie doke, artichoke. Then on all of that, fuck. How do we rebound?
He's fucking them, bro. He's taking care of the people that are taking care of him. All the countries that are like,
it's just fake.
All the countries that are trying to lock that dude up, and they're trying to go after him and have him extradited. He's giving them all the middle finger. He's like, all right, I'm keeping the money. You're already coming after me. I'm going to go find some allies and just lay low. And sadly, the U.S. is all about the money, baby.
Yeah, they are. But here's the thing. I can't disagree with the fact that this whole SBF bullshit really fucked up crypto in general and really, really fucked up NFTs as a subset of that. Like NFTs even more. NFTs are more fragile than crypto is. I do believe, in my humble opinion, because it's all made up. It's all a bunch of fucking nerds and virgins fucking investing in monkey pictures. And hey, I'm a nerd. I consider myself in that. Don't for half a second think I'm not. But what brings us back then? Like, I mean, okay, yeah, all these partnerships and shit happening. Nobody gives a fuck about utility. People can say they do, but they just still don't. They just still fucking don't. Not in this space, not in NFTs. It's liquidity. And I'm not like, it's just not what I'm after. If you need 30 fucking bucks, I can give you $30. Like if you need like, oh, I need liquidity, bro. I don't want to hear that anymore. Like that's not like unless your NFT is worth a couple fucking racks, don't like what do you mean? What's $30? Like cool, okay, we can sweep it up, we can get it to the next person. All right. So then it's a never-ending cycle. I'm tired of hearing that shit too. Oh, well, it just gets into the next diamond handers. That's not stopping the problem. It just gets undercut again. So where the fuck do we go? Where do we go? Because I'm still here. I'm still locked in. I'm still strapped in. I'm about it. I'm about the future of this shit. I'm rocking with you. I believe in what you're doing. You believe in what I'm doing. There's a whole gang of fucking diamond handers that believe in what we're doing. But where the fuck do we go from here? As so many people hold the bag of so many projects saying, ooh, is this going to go back up?
So that's that's kind of what a lot of the influencers were talking about, man, was they're saying now that was the biggest thing that I heard during the bear market was, you know, those that keep building, those that stick around, those that keep doing what they're doing and progressing, come next year, you know, come the next bull run, those are going to be the ones that really start to take off. And I 100% believe that, man, because I think cycles happen. And I think my biggest, over the last probably 6 months, my biggest thing that I've been talking was, you know, I think ETH's going to bounce between 12 and 1500. And, you know, I think last time I talked about it, I said, yeah, it could go as low as 1,000. And I think it'll probably still bounce back up. You know, we're just trading sideways until the next run. It's going to drop. It's going to come up. It's going to drop. People are obviously that $200 right there between 1,000 and 200, and then that other $300 to 500. That's 20-30%. You know, people are trading that. People are making money off of that while we go through this, and it's just going to continue because people are going to continue to be able to make money off of it because there is liquidity out there. If there wasn't, it would just people would just keep pulling and it would continue to drop. It wouldn't continue to bounce down, up, down, up, down. So in my opinion, which is just my opinion, obviously not any advice, I think, you know, sticking it out and maybe try to make money in between. You know, I think Truth through Chadma's trading classes, not trading classes, sorry, he yelled at me. Or no, maybe it is trading. I said investing. No investing. There's no financial or investment advice. But his trading classes he was doing in the Discord, Truth, I think, did a trade on Bitcoin. I don't know if he wants me to share this, but he shorted Bitcoin and I think snagged like 2%, 3% or something off of that because it was at 16.7. And then we all know, I think it dropped down to like 15 something for a little while and then bounced back up. And it's been doing that back and forth. So that's something you can do. You can still go in with a couple $100 short Bitcoin or go long on Bitcoin, however you want to do it, and make money during the bear market. And that's where people are getting liquidity to invest in these NFT projects. So we've always planned, we know, I've been saying that I think a lot of the people in crypto, the reason they got into crypto was because they saw what happened with, you know, Doge and Bitcoin, obviously going from a couple grand to 70 grand. So they were all hoping to make that money. You know, they were all hoping to hit big. They got in, unfortunately, during the end of a bull run, the last bull run. Most people started buying right then. And a lot of the bigger players that had been in it and had been long in Ethereum or crypto or Bitcoin or whatever, that's when they started taking profits because they were like, shit, I've been here since 200. Now we're at 4,000 or 5,000. Yeah, I'm going to take some profits off the top and then wait for the next drop and reinvest because that's what people are doing. So I think that'll happen again, obviously. You know, like Baby O was saying, they're giving out a free NFT at the Super Bowl. next year, and that's what.
Oh, you
What is
didn't hear me talking about that shit earlier. I fucking I had mentioned that shit a couple months ago, and then they just fucking re-released a bunch of shit about how it's gonna have a QR code in the commercial, and the QR code gives you access to a free mint. But there's only 2022 fucking NFTs, and 50
Oh,
million
wow.
people see this commercial, or predicted to see. Like, how crazy is that, dude? Like, what does that mean for rarity? Like, that makes a 10K collection look like nothing, right? But again, okay, so I've always said music, gaming, sports, and I can't put my finger on what makes this space boom again, because normies don't give a shit about NFTs. Like, they just don't. They're so tapped out. It's crazy. Like, they do not care. But if one happens to follow in the rabbit hole, then hell yeah, they're here to stay. But they ain't going out of their way to try and find this information. That's just not what it is right now. But I mean, music, what does that mean? Does that mean somebody that's in the Web3 space pops off to an extent in Web2 that makes people come over to Web3 to start buying Web3 music? Is it some game that pops off? I can't put my finger on what makes us pop off. Like, who flips the switch that says, okay, we're back again. It's time to start buying. It's time for bull run. Like, yeah, I know cycles. I know all this shit, but it's just interesting to think about. Like, who says, all right, time for bull, time to grow horns again, time to run.
That's hard, man. Just
Who and what?
because look at the timing of the way everything happened, right? Didn't they had Snoop and Eminem performing with their Bored Apes in the other side, and what happened with the other side, and what happened with
We haven't talked
Bored
about that
Apes
in
after that?
months. We haven't talked about that in months.
It's look what happened after that, man. If you do something like that and you blow something up to that extent and you get everybody hyped on it, 50 million people start thinking about it, you get new people in. Look at how many people have disappeared from March to now, that when they were in here in March, they were like, yeah, I'm new to NFTs. I've been checking it out for a month or so, this and that. They made it through. They saw what happened with the crypto crash and a lot of the NFT projects crashing, and they were just like, damn, this was a bad idea, and they just cut and they left. It's people haven't been in it long enough to, I think, understand crypto. If you've been buying crypto and you've known about crypto, you kind of understand. People were saying this back when probably Bitcoin hit $100 for the first time, and probably dropped back down. I remember.
Hey, speaking of, you see old Doge hit 10 cents today or
Oh, no
yesterday.
shit.
Yeah, let's see. No, yeah, 10 cents. It's sitting at 10 cents. Yeah. Motherfucker's sitting firm at 10 cents. I still got like fucking 150, 100, 175. I don't know how. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I pretty much liquidated it. I took so many fucking losses. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm done in these stupid stocks. They were just pissing me off. I was so done. It was just funny money. And then it was Robinhood too. And like, Robinhood pissed me off with all that shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm just done with this fucking shit. I took my money out and just fucking invested in other areas. And I kept a little bit of Doge on the old platform. And if fucking Doge goes to a gajillion, I mean, shit. Like, hey, imagine if you had 150 Bitcoin right now. You wouldn't be an upset motherfucker. You probably take 50 of them, maybe even 100 of them. You wouldn't be upset at all. I mean, shit, I wouldn't.
No, not at all. So even knowing that it's going to go back, if you had that many, like Bitcoin's if it's at 17.
I mean, you think Doge rips? You think that fucker rips? Huh?
Dude, with Elon, okay, so Doge how did Doge get popular in the first place? Reddit and Twitter, right?
Yeah.
So like with Elon taking over Twitter, man, he could just start tweeting again about Doge and shit just goes crazy. So you never know.
And
it's all about the influencers.
Imagine if Doge is the original meme platform is the meme token of Twitter. Like it's literally, it gets you everything. Token gates you into fucking spaces. Imagine if they token gate spaces with Dogecoin.
So that's what trips me out, man. It's like, look at the user base of Twitter and Instagram and shit. They're already doing shit with Web3. They're already doing the NFT uploads for the profile pictures.
Oh yeah.
If they're taking these steps, then Eyes are eventually going to get on it. People, it's like the Twitter blue thing with the blue check mark.
And I just can't help but think, man, like, even after everything I've said, like, SBF was a fucking planted mole. Fucking the architect of the Matrix wants to fucking stop the fucking power back to the people, and crypto taking over, and like saying fuck you to fiat currency and all this shit, and making and saying fuck you to the new world order, and this is the real world. We're taking red pills. Fuck you. Like, besides all of that, I mean, I just can't help but think, like, NFTs are going to come back in some form or fashion. And I don't know, like, in crypto, and I don't know what makes them run. And I don't know what officially does it, but I am very, 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 very intrigued to see what the next 2 to 3 months holds. Like, I feel like just something, there's too many names getting involved. Like you were just saying, just sitting on standby, just waiting to, oh, hey, here's our stuff. You're telling me all these people, all these brand names getting involved, and they got nothing sitting by the wayside. They aren't spending millions and billions like everybody else. I mean, hey, come on. There's got to be, I don't know. There's got to be something, though.
And those companies, dude, they don't do that shit overnight. Like, a company that big, it takes months and months for them to make a decision just like that, especially to put something into place. Like, they'll probably put the plan in motion 6 months before they ever announce it to the public.
Well, that's what people don't understand, dude. People don't understand that in this space because they've gotten used to 40% gains in an hour. Like, that type of shit doesn't happen. I mean, what? Like that? What? It doesn't happen in the real world, but most people think it does.
Well, look at Coachella Festival. You know, I'm sure they're already sold out for next year. I remember they put out their NFT for people that have passes and shit. Like, that's not something that you're gonna drop 20 grand on and just never use ever again.
Right.
You know, it's gonna keep, the companies are gonna keep it alive. Whether the consumer gets involved, I think it's just gonna take the amount of like right now you can't really market that sort of stuff the way that you can market a regular product. You can't go out and put a commercial out for your NFT and tell people to buy your NFT. You just can't do it. That's why you don't see it. You know, some people can put up billboards, but they're limited to.
Can you imagine that day? Can you imagine that day? Like,
oh, that's the day, bro. That's
like, what if, we are like, literally, we could potentially be the richest human beings within the next 10 years. The ones that bought into the shit that does like this. This is when you fucking become rich. Fucking batten down the hatches, you fucking goons, and stop running for the fucking hills. I mean, like, I don't know. Again, everything seems fucked. Everything seems crazy, but like, this feels like the moment when nobody's talking about it. It's dead. It's done. It's over with. Everything's gone. Run for the hills. The sky's falling. And just, we're going to look up one day and everybody's going to be using this shit. Like, it's just that, it's like, I don't know, when before Facebook just completely phased out, when everybody all of a sudden was using Facebook, everybody was texting. Now, you don't even think twice about texting. Before, I remember sitting in a room with family members, like, freaking out that they were sending text to each other across the room. Like, now that's fucking nothing. Now we're about to start boycotting Apple. Now we're about to all start buying fucking Androids. Like, can you imagine? What? I don't know when that time is. I don't know what sets it off. I'm just obviously playing tinfoil hat facetious fucking shit poster today because you started trolling, so why don't I fucking troll too? Fuck them all. Hey, we're trying to get clicks here. I don't give a shit.
It's the flip, bro. When the flip happens, I think when the flip happens from Ethereum on
Ethereum, bro, the flip bunny! He fucking
said it! Yeah.
Fucking
gonna be the day.
Dude, fucking give it to me. Oh my gosh. I will fucking, every time, here and forevermore, when I give you the Ethereum and Bitcoin prices at the start of Word on the Chain, I always say, in the one spot until the flipping occurs with Ethereum, Bitcoin. And then in the second spot until the flipping occurs with Bitcoin, Ethereum. Every single fucking time. It's not market cap, fucking price per. I believe that we will win. I believe I think we can do it, dude. I think we can fucking do it. I think Bitcoin takes a shit. Sorry, Maxis. And I think Ethereum goes to the moon. But that's my opinion. What do I know? What do I know?
See, I agree with Innovate down here because
thanks, Innovate. I appreciate you, dude.
If Elon believes, bro, we're good because
it's all me.
Oh yeah, that part too.
Yeah, no. Actually, if Elon believes in crypto, then we're set. No doubt it'll come back full circle. We're already so far along. 100%. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, again, like if he buys into Doge, like if he just barely starts tweeting about the way people hang, like he gets 21,500 fucking likes in less than 2 minutes. Like it's up, man. And if you want to get some, cheap engagement, go into his fucking comments, just start commenting some shit that you will just fucking people start liking your shit. You start getting follows, you start getting comments, you get random motherfuckers. See, hey, I didn't know you were still on Twitter. Motherfucker, I've been here the whole time. Where the hell you at? What do you mean? All these new algorithms, you see people you ain't seen for fucking 10 months. They ain't never left the space. You've been like, where the fuck you been at? Oh, I just been here on this. I thought I got shadow banned for a while. I still feel like I'm shadow banned. Like I post some shit and it's like, what the fuck's that? What the fuck? Hey man, hello, I'm over here posting. I feel like I'm shadow banned.
It depends, dude. It's crazy. Like, it's annoying because I always talk shit about shit posters. You know, I feel like as a project account, like do that on your personal account. That's whatever. Like, yeah, you be a shit poster all you want, but also like don't lie in your shit post too, because that just drives me nuts. But I feel like those just get the most fucking engagement, bro. Like, I swear, I could post something about the project and I could post, something about what we're doing, a space, this and that, and I get maybe 15 likes here and there. Like, maybe a comment. I post like GM friends and it gets like fucking 40 likes and like 15 comments and retweets. And I'm just like, man, I guess, okay, shit posting, I guess, is the way to go. Yeah, and maybe that's why I've been sitting where I've been sitting with my account, but dude, shit posting, man. I don't.
I do a little dash in here or there, but it's just, I mean, it's just a little laugh, funny, haha for everybody involved. Yeah, hey, Rylan Kiko's just been pulling some bullshit in here the whole doggone time. I'm about sick and fucking tired of this doggone Kiko motherfucker. Shout out, Lakes. I appreciate you. Fucking T-Ravies or whoever the fuck this human being is. I don't know if they're ever going to unveil themselves. Do you know?
I don't. I thought Rylan said that they were somebody else, though. I thought that was somebody else who was Rylan.
I thought they said they were.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no. See, they're T-Ravies. They're just laughing. I love you, Cap. Yeah, I love you too, asshole. Whoever you are. I don't know. I'm hoping not I'm offended you calling you an asshole. Clearly you're laughing at me, just making me look like a dumbass on my own show. Well, son of a bitch, 22 minutes after the top of the hour. Holy cannoli, kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got yeah, rabbit holes. We didn't even get to talk about the Neuralink, dude.
See, I don't think they are T-Ravies. It's somebody else. See, I forget who somebody else came in and said they were like, I'm the one that people couldn't figure out who it was. And I forget who has said it. I'm not sure if it was Dr. J or somebody.
100% not that.
100% not that guy, bud.
Hey, yo, I am that guy. I am that guy, pal. You cool yourself out over there on the other side of the screen, John. Fucking damn it. Kiko, man. I gotta know who the hell you are. I gotta hey, just slide my DMs, bro. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Who the fuck am I gonna tell? Slide my DM. Come on, man. Fuck. Hey. I'm not that guy, buddy. I'm not that buddy guy. Fuck it. Yeah, dude. The Neuralink is going to be wild. I don't know. Neuralink's, yeah. We'll dive into that probably on Tuesday. Because, bro, I bet you.
We talking about that? We started talking about that, how people are getting set up to put their consciousness in AI.
Yeah, download that shit. You can already do that shit in fucking Asia. I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about. Upload your shit to a fucking. How the fuck you upload your consciousness, bro? How the fuck? You're telling me that the thing that controls this meat sack and the fucking thing up here, that fucking all the motors and the memories and the fucking doofy ass edutainment shit, you're telling me that fucking thing, that so-called spirit, I can just upload that shit? What?
It's all neurons. It's all electronics, bro. It's all everything's just fucking shit discharging in our brain that causes us to do this, that, or whatever. Memories, all
You
that
know what,
shit. It's all light. Everything we see, it's all it's madness. So yeah, man. And then you got Elon making his little $20,000 robot. You know, I'm sure they're gonna have financing. That's a car. You put $1,000 down, and you got a fucking robot for a few hundred a month, bro.
Fuck.
You upload that shit into the robot, and now you live forever. You're just a fucking robot.
Do you
can't move very fast, but you're a robot.
So do I feel like I feel now? Or am I just a robot? Shut up,
I don't
Futurama,
think
bro. Fucking Futurama. Damn it.
I don't think you could feel. Right?
Well, yeah, because robots can't feel, but then what the fuck's the point? Consciousness. Robots don't have. But what's the point of emotions? Fuck emotions anyway.
You wouldn't need emotions at that point. I mean, if anger would be bad as a robot because you just fuck some shit up.
Nah, yeah, no.
You just live forever.
I also know now. I just like everybody to know, but being the man that I am of upstanding integrity, you think just because you host a podcast, you can't shut the fuck up. I know who Rylan Kiko is, and I'm never gonna fucking tell you guys unless that particular individual cares to share.
God, who was it? I forget who it was.
I don't know. Makes a lot of sense. I will tell you that. Makes a lot of sense. But shout out to them. Appreciate the fuck out of you. Thanks for supporting the show, bro. You ain't got to be doing that shit. What the fuck? Appreciate the hell out of you. Love you. You the man. Or woman. Who's to say, who's to know?
That was subtle.
Who's to say, who's to know?
We may never know.
You might not. All right. Here we go, kids. It's that time.
Oh, let me get the dab ready.
Oh,
I haven't done a single. I said I was going to do dabs, and I didn't do a single dab. It's because my rig's dirty.
All right. Here we go, kids. It's officially time. Finish the sentence. 10 hot seat sentences. These are all new ones. These were different. Man, I've asked you so much shit. This is the 26th Tokin Thursday. That's Thursday and Tuesday combined. Tuesday. I shot up. Nah, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Thursday. But I've asked you a lot of shit, and it's hard to come up with fucking questions nowadays. Wow, that's a booger. That is a nice booger. Are you cold starting that thing?
Yeah, I figured it'd be easier than take forever. It'd be loud for like 20 minutes.
That's some OG shit, dude. Nobody does that shit. Okay, well, I had to come up with some bullshit, so here's to the bullshit. Number one, if I could explain NFTs in 2022 in 5 words or less, the best explanation I could give is
Degens run the fucking world.
Wow. Enough said. Number 2, if the local deli named a sandwich after me, the toppings on said sandwich would be.
I'm an Italian sub guy, so it'd be the Italian stallion, or the my wife always called, or my wife, one of my aunts always called me Travioli Mustacholi growing up, and so I would probably call it the Travioli Mustacholi, except there'd be no mustard on there. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't like mustard that she'd say must. I don't know.
Well, Mastacholi's fire though. Mastacholi is really fucking good. So would you have like, I don't know, sausage? No, not sausage. Salami, pepperoni, capicola, a little bit of Black Forest ham, and then no fucking ham. Little prosciutto. Oh, fuck. Damn, you damn near got an antipasto on a fucking bun. Holy hey, holy shit. And then I'm thinking, fuck putting just only a slice of cheese. You cook you up some mastacholi, right? And you get you a nice cheesy scoop of mastacholi. You put it right on top of that motherfucker. Carb load. You want to talk about going to sleep for a month after eating that some bitch. Hey, Hey, the Travioli Mastacholi, bro. I have a restaurant one day, which I will. That's going on the fucking menu. The
It
Travioli.
sounds bomb, bro.
Hold on, bro. I gotta
It
write
sounds
that down.
bomb.
You think I'm lying? I gotta write that down. Hold on,
All
bro.
right, let me do this.
All right,
It's gonna be
Travioli.
loud.
That's good. No, here's what I'll do. While you do that, I'll do this. There you go. All right, kids. The Travioli Mastacholi. Oh shit. Travioli Mastacholi. All right. Make sure you fucking remember. I also got to remember this is episode 116. Who knows where I'm going to be when this fucking restaurant opens up, but I know I'm going to have this note. I know this shit's going to be here. Episode 116 of The Door Show, December 1st. Hey, you always got to remind yourself. And if you guys thought this was a joke, like, let me just share something with you for a half a second, right? Like, while Travis is getting extra high here, I know it's his second finish the sentence, right? But, you know, never, ever, ever have many eyes seen this shit. But that's not just, you know, that's not, I don't know. Maybe there's more than just the Diamond Hand Media Group. Maybe there's more to this shit. Who's to say? Who's to know? Probably not. Actually, you guys should just not worry about that. That's whatever. But maybe one day you see the Travioli Mastacholi on a menu near you. Bless you. Sentence number 3. As a child, the celebrity I had a crush on was. Mine was Britney Spears.
Britney Spears was up there, but mine's. See, I can't. It sucks because I can't. Angelina Jolie. There we go.
Oh,
Tomb
fuck.
Raider.
Oh. See, good one. But I was heartbroken when Britney started dating Justin. I was crushed. I was murdered. We'll get back to Justin here soon. Put a pin in that. If I had to choose between having hands for feet or feet for hands, I would choose to.
Feet for hands.
Feet.
No question. You could do so much more. I could hang from trees. I could do. Not that helps my day-to-day life, but I could do it.
You mean hands for feet?
Hands for feet. I'm an idiot. I'm fucked. Yes.
It worked as good as I hoped it.
Feet of hands. Hands of feet. Hands with feet.
Feet made of
feet with hands.
Feet made of hands. So hands and hands.
Nothing but hands.
Nothing but hands. I can hang from
Nothing
trees.
but hands.
Okay, nothing but hands. Number 5. Speaking of animals and hanging from trees, if I had to choose between living an entire day as a fish or an entire day as a bird, I would choose to.
Probably a bird.
Hey, if you're a bird, I'm a bird. Any specific reason, Coffee?
Excuse me. No,
You're
because
so
I think there's more predators in the sea for a fish than there are predators in the sky for a bird.
Good thinking.
Or at least you can see them coming from further away.
Good thinking. Number 6. If I could choose between singing like a rock star or cooking like a gourmet chef, I would choose to.
Chef. I would go chef.
Understandable.
Yep.
Number 7. When everyone starts implanting the Neuralink, I will choose to.
Watch the zombie apocalypse as it happens.
Oh shit. Speaking of zombie apocalypse, or maybe even the aliens taking over at that point in time. When they do come, number 9. Or wait, number 8. No. What the fuck was that? Number 7. Yeah, number 8. Sorry. I'm all backwards. I put a couple bonus ones in here. Number 8. Aliens have landed on Earth and have claimed one of the Chad and Brad team members as their spy. You're not one bit fucking surprised. I'm not one bit fucking surprised, rather, because the member they claimed as their spy is.
See, I've never met Chadma in real life, so I have to exclude Chadma. But based on who I've met,
it's definitely truth.
I would say Yeti because he thinks he seems the most like not non-human, but he's a specimen in his own. Let's say that.
No, Truth is too basic white. Like Truth is just too fucking cut out white guy. Like
Yeti seems like an alien that got dropped in here in the 90s.
I think Truth, but I guess also maybe Yeti. Now that I kind of, maybe they're both aliens, bro. Maybe they're both fucking aliens.
The pink fanny pack, the rubber duck shorts,
Wait a
bro. I
minute.
feel like that's stuff an alien would wear to try and fit in.
That's a
Like
good
they'd
point.
be like, I saw this because they were getting feeds from the 90s, right? Up to their stay, and they were like, we need to infiltrate and bring some aliens down here. What do they? What do humans? How do humans act, and what do they wear? And they had these, and that became Yeti, and so they sent him down, and that's all he knows.
Sweaty Yeti the alien, ladies and gentlemen.
It makes sense.
Number
Makes sense.
9. If
I love the way you dress, though, Yeti. It's amazing.
Remember, Justin, pull that pin out. If I had to choose between joining Metallica or the Backstreet Boys, I would choose to.
I think it'd be funnier if I joined the Backstreet Boys, but probably Metallica. I think it'd be a lot more fun if I was up there in the Backstreet Boys and it was just me with the beard as is.
Hell yeah.
That would be.
Why not?
That'd be amazing.
And ladies and gentlemen, number 10, the moment you've all been waiting for. If eggs weren't called eggs, I would call them
yolk holders. Or yolk capsules. I like that better. Yolk capsules. It's harder to say, though.
If syrup wasn't called syrup, I would call it shit.
Sugar juice.
Okay. Well, it used to be tree blood. Now it is sugar juice. Whenever you're drinking sugar juice.
I forgot about tree blood.
Why not? One more for old time's sake. If guitars weren't called guitars, I would call them.
Fuck, man. I just want to say strummy things.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Travioli Mastacholi. Dear friend.
Finger flicker? I like finger instrument, but yeah, the finger flicker to it.
The finger instrument. Sticky icky. Fetus capsule. Fetus capsule. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. Cut out white guy. These guys still don't know nothing about me. LMFAO. Oh yeah, sorry. Truth is Honduran. Or no, he's Guatemalan. Or fucking he's a cutout. Oh my gosh, I am fucking dead. Holy shit. Well, my friend, I don't know if you haven't seen, I made a new rule here on the show. Because you know, one bad apple sometimes tends to ruin it for the whole bunch, you know. And until this space really isn't about, you know, liquidity, maybe even not then, maybe just a little hiatus. Maybe it reminds people we ain't gonna do no giveaways on the Door Show for the time being, because there's a few too many people chasing liquidity, and people that just, oh, I need to get liquidity, and if it's just from a project that's doing something, you know, really fucking special and important and doing some building and some shit, I don't want to just it end up accidentally into the wrong hands. You know what I'm saying? So pulling the reins back just a little bit on that for the time being. There might be a new update and everything. Who knows? Maybe it changes by next week. Probably not, but who knows? So no No giveaway required, my man. I didn't fucking tell you that pre-show, but no need. It's all good. I even put the little halt on it because you know what? It just why, you know, is it why? Looking for that reason why until I, stop seeing shit floored for no fucking reason. I gotta find why, but I won't talk too much more on that. However, I will ask you anything burn on the brain, melt on the heart, festering on the soul that you've been dying to get out to the Diamond Hand fam, the Door Show crew, or anybody in between that we did not happen to hit on today's show.
Well, first off, shout out to all the people that have been sweeping the floor. I just saw Truth hit me up last night. I believe we hit 10th in volume in the secondary from everybody sweeping. So all the people that have been winning the giveaways and end up flooring them, at least our community's going in and they're seeing and they're grabbing them and sweeping them up. So I think Keisha was sweeping. I know a few others were sweeping. So shout out to them. We also have tonight at 6 p.m., we've got UDAO Official. We're going to be joining them in a space. And we're going to be doing just kind of like a little chill and chill AMA style with those guys. And they're a sub-DAO of the Utes community. So we got some of the Utes coming in. And so everybody from the Chad and Brad, I'll be posting the link. So hop in there and come rap and say what's up.
Hell yeah. Let's rock and roll. I will definitely try and make it around the bend if I'm there. I'll bring the hype. Or if I'm free during that time, I am there is what I was trying to say. But I think that's all I got. I got no other rabbit holes to dive down. We dove down some shit today, and we found out some more shit about you, and found that out that Yeti is an alien. But my friends, please subscribe, like, share if you haven't already. Follow at the DHM group down there. Follow at Cap and Colt, at Chad_Labs, and also Chad and Brad NFT on Twitter. So you can stay up to date with not only this platform, not only this guy, but also that guy. Outside of that, my friends, you know the drill. That's it. That's a wrap. Paper or plastic. Put a bow on that some beach. Episode number 116. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Of the Door Show is complete. No mas, no mo. It's officially over. It's time to get on up and get on out. Before we do a couple of things, I need to remind you. Number one, it is a terrific, nay, tremendous, nay, tremendous Thursday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee, and I'm choosing to push around some PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity. For those of you that are new to the acronym, and I humbly ask you would do the same. Maybe dash in a little bit of kindness as you go on about this Thursday as well. Why? Because it costs 0 fiat, 0 ETH, 0 SOL, and 0 of any of them other shit coins you care to be invested in right now, you doggone degenerate. Stop wasting your money on a market that just keeps going up and down unless you're following the Chad and Brad live trading sessions in the Discord at Chad and Brad NFT, or keep your fucking money in your pocket and start doing what's free. Hope you have. The legendary Travioli Masticholi hopes you have a spectacular rest of your Thursday, unless you have any other plans. And last but certainly not least, being that this show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, we ask that you remember at DHM, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Appreciate the hell out of you guys for stopping by, hanging out, spending your hard-earned time with me and Travioli. It is more than we can thank you for. I will speak for the both of us and all of the boys that are a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group team and the Chad and Brad NFT team. We can't thank you guys enough for all the support, all the love, everything you guys do. Keep showing us through this bear market. We're going to keep building because it ain't a bear market. It's a builder's market, baby. It's a build market. And we're going to keep showing up every single damn day. And that is because of you guys. So thank you for allowing us to stay on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and bring you the best quality shit we can day in and day out. We'll catch you on the flip, in the Discords, in the VCs, definitely in the spaces, or wherever you may be building this beautiful place we call Web3. But until then, my friends, for me, and Travie Daddy. Peace and love.